glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been looking into these missing scientists that have either died or disappeared since 2023 through this year. There's evidently been 5 to 6 deaths and 4 to 5 different disappearances. 11 cases so far here in the U.S. So I thought I would look into how many maybe has disappeared there in Russia to see maybe if there was some sort of connection. Russia has been having what they call a drain. Russia media is highly controlled, so I could only find 5 different people that actually either came up missing or died. One of them was 72 years old, former head of Moscow Aviation, who died after reportedly falling downstairs at the institute. Another man who was 73 years old, who was the Director General of Khrushchev State Research and Production Space Center, which is key in Russia's space rocket program. He died December 22nd. Reports mention either injuries and reported suicide. Another one who was only 46 years old, Deputy Minister of Science and Higher Education, he died off after falling ill on a flight. The General Director of Rosatom Nuclear subsidiary died last year. He was found with a hunting rifle and a note, and it was ruled as suicide. Others like physician Gregory Glinishov, hydrogen bomb co-creator, and various academic affiliated researchers appear in a broader list, often reportedly died from falls, illness, or suicide, which is real common there in Russia. Russian-related categories of suspicious deaths since 2022 range from, a few dozens to over 100 when including, the elites. But the pure scientist subset is smaller, likely to the low dozens. Still a lot more than what they have missing or who have died here in the U.S. In short, dozens of Russian scientists and academics have died under suspicious circumstances since 2022. Exact numbers are hard to pin down due to opaque reporting. It's all controlled over there. But there is no equivalent questions mounting there like there is here of the recent, 10, now they're saying 11 different deaths or disappearance here in the U.S. Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February of 2022, the country has experienced one of the largest outflows of educated talent in its modern history. Hundreds of thousands of Russians, many of them younger, highly skilled professionals in science, technology, engineering, and IT, have left for safer, clearer, and more prosperous futures abroad. Estimates of the overall exodus vary, but credible analysis suggests over 650,000 to 800,000 Russians have immigrated since the war began, with a heavy concentration of highly educated individuals. Roughly 80% of these immigrants hold higher education degrees, and many work in critical fields like IT, data science, physics, mathematics, and aerospace. In the scientific community alone, Russia has lost tens of thousands of researchers in recent years. A vice president of the Russian Academy of Science noted that the country has lost, since post-invasion, conservatively estimated to be about 2,500 scientists that severed ties with Russian institutions, a rate not seen since the chaotic 1990s. How do they know they're actually, all of them are somewhere else and they're not rotting somewhere in a Russian forest? 2,500 scientists, that is a lot of people. Many left, they say, because of the moral opposition to the war. Thousands of scientists have signed open letters against the invasion, Others, they say, fled because of fear of mobilization, political repression, or the shrinking space for independent thought in universities and labs. There in Russia, the impact is already visible. Prestigious institutes like the Higher School of Economics lost significant portions of their facility. Publication output dropped sharply in the war's early years. Critical sectors such as nuclear research, aerospace, and advanced IT face talent shortages on top of Western sanctions that limit access to high-tech components. Russian officials, including former Secretary Council Secretary Nikolai Patrushev, have acknowledged that the shortage of researchers is a serious obstacle to achieving technological sovereignty. In the defense and space industry, the loss of experienced engineers compounds existing problems of aging infrastructure and degraded science. Many of the people, mid-career and younger specialists, who left without prearranged jobs, often settling temporarily before seeking permanent roles. But where? Many contribute productivity to their host countries' economies and innovation ecosystems, while expressing mixed feelings about their homeland. Historically, Russia has gone through a brain drain before, after the 1917 revolution, during the Soviet era, and in the 1990s economic collapse. But today's contribution of war, isolation, and repression makes recovery even harder. The country, which once boasted of the world's fourth largest research and development workforce, now risks falling further behind in fields where it once competed globally. The recent Russia brain drain does not make daily headlines there, but 2,500 scientists that have left the country supposedly under their own accord really makes me wonder. What are your thoughts? Do you think they're all leaving because of the war? Please put those comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.